Hi, welcome yogis. My name is Emma and today we're going to go on a yoga journey to the beach. So all you'll need is your yoga mat or your yoga space, a floor or carpet is fine. And today I just want you to have a small object or soft toy that we can place on our tummies for relaxation to do our surfing breath. So just find something that you can use to place on your tummy at the end of the session and just place it on the side. So we're going to start by taking some big deep breaths, breathing in, bringing your arms out to the side, and we're going to stretch our palms over your head and breathing out. 2 more times, breathing in and breathing out. Growing really tall as you breathe in and relaxing as you let your breath out. Now we're going to stretch our arms out again to the side and we're going to twist to the right, placing your hand on your knee and look as far over your shoulder as you can. We need our bodies to be nice and warmed up, stretching over to the other side and interlacing your fingers, palms facing up to the sky, stretching up, big deep breaths, reaching up as high as you can and bring it down and shake out your hands. So we need lots of sunshine to go to the beach and really enjoy ourselves on the beach and in the sea. So we're going to start by doing a sun salutation. Jumping up, and we're going to stand at the top of your yoga mat or your yoga space in mountain pose. So mountain pose is feet together, hands together. Standing as tall as you can. We're going to reach our arms up towards the sky, looking up to check if there's any sunshine, and then bringing hands down to the earth. And we're going to step back into our strong plank pose. Come down to your tummies, breathing in into cobra, breathing out into downward dog. You can wag your tail in dog and always do both legs. And then jumping into a frog, touch your toes, reaching up and back. So we're going to do that 2 more times today to really warm up our bodies. Reaching up, looking up to your fingers, look up at the sunshine and look down at the earth. Jumping back to plank, coming down onto our tummies, breathing into cobra and breathing out into downward dog. Wag your tails and the other one. Jumping to frog, touch your toes, reaching up and back to mountain. 1 more, so we're really making sure that there's going to be lots of sunshine for our beach day today. Reaching up, look up at the sun, look down at the earth, jump to plank, breathing into cobra. Let's see if we can hiss like a snake this time. And back to downward dog. Show me your tails. Both sides. Jump into a frog. Touch your toes. Reaching up and back to mountain. So we really hope we're going to have a sunny day today. We're going to get on our bicycles now and cycle to the beach. So lying on your backs, we're going to hold on to the handlebars and start by cycling slowly because we're still warming up. And we've got a hill to climb first, so we're going to really push with each leg. But as we get to the top of the hill, it's going to get a bit easier. So we're going to cycle a little bit faster if you feel like cycling fast. And as we come down the hill, we can go really fast. And we're going to roll up to sit. And as we get to the beach, we're going to find ourselves a deck chair. So let's come up bringing your feet up, bringing your hands up, making ourselves into the shape of a deck chair. And then we're going to sit down in easy pose. Bring yourself sitting up nice and tall. We're going to imagine that all around us is sand. So we're going to tap those little sand grains all over our bodies. First by tapping your head, then your shoulders, and then stretching out your legs. Going to tap all the way from our thighs and see if we can reach our toes, as if your toes are digging into the sand. And let's wiggle our toes and then bring our feet together. So we're going to sit and read a book on the beach. So taking your thumbs and opening out your feet as if your feet were the pages of a book. So imagine what book you would read on the beach today. And we want to get as close as we can to the pages of our book. So we're going to reach forward, bringing your face down towards your feet, and relax as if you are chilling out on the beach. Then we're going to close our books and we're going to have a look around, see if we can find a shell. So we're going to make ourselves into the shape of a shell. Now you can get creative here and you can make up your own shape. I'm going to go into a little ball, like a curl, like a round shell. And we're going to listen for a moment. So I'm going to make a sound with the chimes that I've brought. And I want you just to very quietly go into your shell shape and imagine that you are listening with that shell to your ear. And what can you hear? So listen to any sounds you can hear in your yoga space, in your room, maybe outside your room. And I want you to very gently make the sound of the waves. So taking a big deep breath in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth. It's making a sound, like the sound of a wave. And imagine that shell next to your ear. Just listening for a moment to the sound that you are creating. And then we're going to come up and we're going to make some waves. So I want you to bring your arms up over your head, big breath in, and we're going to make that sound a lot louder now as we bring our arms down like a wave crashing on the beach. Shh. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's do it a few times, imagining those waves coming into the beach and crashing with that loud sound on the pebbles or the sand at your feet. Just one more time, big breath in. And we're going to go for a swim now. So let's come down onto our tummies. And we're going to stretch out our arms, stretch out our legs. And we're going to do a little bit of front crawl. So bringing one arm up and over your head at a time. Imagining that you're in the ocean, swimming out to sea, wherever you would like to go. And then we're going to start to kick our legs. So let's just hold our hands in front of us and imagine just kicking your leg. Well, let's kick our legs and imagine you're in the water. Imagine the splashing noise you make in the water. And imagine the sounds and all that white foam around you. And now we're going to see if we can do both. So we're going to kick our legs and do our front crawl. But it's quite hard work, so we're not going to do it for too long. Just one more each side. And then we're going to have a look around us and see what we can see. So we can see some seals. So I want you to bring your elbows to the ground and make flippers like seals with your hands spread out in front of you. And bringing your feet together. Imagine your seal is sitting on a rock, looking around to see what else it can see out on the ocean. So what else can we see? We can see dolphins today. So keeping your elbows on the ground, we're going to straighten up our legs. And we're going to jump like dolphins over the waves. So just one foot and then the other, jumping up, small jumps, leaping over the waves, because dolphins really love to surf the waves. We'll just do two more. And then we're going to come down and we're going to look out to sea again. And perhaps we can see a shark. So we're going to bring our hands together behind us as if we're making a fin shape. And imagine you've got big shark teeth. We're moving your tail as if you're moving in, looking for your next dinner. But fortunately, it wasn't a shark, it was actually a dolphin. So we're going to go back to our dolphin. And we're going to do one more big dolphin kick, surfing over the waves before we come back to sit on our mats. So there are lots of things you can do on the beach. One of the things we're going to do now is we're going to do some rock pooling. So I want you to imagine that you are tiptoeing over the rocks. We have to be very careful when we go on rocks. So go right on your tiptoes, making sure that you don't slip all the way around your mat. Very carefully, very mindfully. Imagine the water around you. And we're going to have a look in those rock pools for something that we can catch. So in the rock pools, there are some tiny little fish. So we're going to be little fish. We're going to sit on our hands, palms facing down, come up on your elbows, stretch your legs out and bring the top of your head onto the mat. And we're going to make a fish face. And if you want to, you can bring your legs up, swish your tail. And also in the rock pools there are crabs. Let's walk our crabs all the way around your mat. Keeping your hips as high as you can. From one end of your mat, back to the other. And into the middle again. And coming back down. So we also in the rock pools, the last thing that we can see is lots of seaweed. So we're going to lie on our backs and make seaweed with our legs. So just sticking your legs up in the air and waving them around like dark green seaweed in the rock pools, swishing around with the waves. So if you want to, you can take your seaweed a little bit higher by coming up into a shoulder stand. Still moving your legs as if it's waving in the water. Imagine putting your hand in the water and feeling the texture of that seaweed as it swishes around. What other creatures can you see around your seaweed? If you want to make A last creature now, you can make one up, or you can just stay in your seaweed, coming down onto your back, wiggling your legs, maybe wiggling your arms as well. Thinking about what a great day you've had on the beach. Because we're going to come into relaxation now. So I'm going to get my special object, which is my giant tennis ball, because it's really soft. And I'm going to stretch my legs out and place my tennis ball on my tummy. So go ahead and take your special object with your toy and put it onto your tummy, because we're going to do surfing breath. So to do this, we need to breathe in and out of our tummies. And imagine your breath is like the waves on the ocean. Breaking onto the sand. So our breath comes in like a rolling wave towards the beach, and then breaks onto the beach and goes out again as we let go of our breath. Breathe out. And as we breathe in and out of our bodies like waves on the beach, I want you to imagine that your toy is surfing your waves, surfing the waves of your breath. And if your toy is having trouble staying on, then you can just place your hands onto your tummy and feel it moving up and down. Up as you breathe in, and down as you breathe out. Surfing up and down the waves of your breath. And just notice as you surf your breath, how relaxed your body is starting to feel. You imagine your body is floating on the ocean. With the sun shining on our faces and on our skin. And we feel peaceful and calm and relaxed. So you can go ahead and stay here for a little bit longer, just practicing your surfing breath. Namaste.